Welcome back, traders. Today we're going to be looking at EURUSD. We're going to start off the analysis by looking at EURUSD on a higher time frame. So we started off on a month, and as we can clearly see here, EURUSD is in an ascending channel. This is it right here. Right, so we have this channel in place right now. And what we kind of need to figure out is what is going to take place in this area up here. All right. So are we going to get price breakdown to this zone? And the level in question would be 1.05404. So that's the first fall. Is price going to come down to this zone? And that's us looking at this on a month. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to keep this level where it is. So that is the 1.05404. We're going to keep that in place. Okay. And we're going to go to the week to see what the week has to say. So as it stands right now, when we look at it on the week, we can see up here, we have some form of a descending channel forming, right? This is it right here. Okay. Now, everything I'm showing you right now is going to paint a picture as to some of the things we need to be keeping an eye on. But before I get to the very point of it all, what we're going to need to do is build the framework as to why we should do what we're going to do, supposing to me just trying to tell you what to do, right? I'm sure you prefer this way. So as we can see, we have a descending channel right here, okay? Now with the descending channel, just like I showed on the monthly, is that there is a possibility that price could break down to this level, then obviously take off, right, in the way that it needs to, and therefore knocking out this level right here, which should be 1.19228. So these are the two levels that we've got so far based on what it is that we're looking at, okay? And we're going to keep those two levels there, like I mentioned, and we're going to go now into the day. Now, when we head into the day, what we're going to be looking for in a day are things that can give us immediate information as to how to behave. And we want to find it in a place where there isn't much of an issue. So the first thing that I've identified right now is I've identified this order block right here, right? So I'm going to highlight that order block. We're going to drag this across the screen so we know where it is. And what we can see is price has already tapped into this order block once in this area, okay? And it may tap into this order block again. So if you go back to what I just said not too long ago in regards to the weekly analysis, this is where we got this descending channel from. We now have a case for price to come into this zone right here and then shoot off, right? We have a case for that now. And the reason why we have that case is because of the order block in this location right here. So let's get rid of that because we don't need that there anymore. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to look at the 4 hour. So let's go to the 4 hour real quick and let's see what we can see that could help us do a quick little day trade. So what I'm basically looking for here now is I'm looking for new opportunities that could just pop up out of nowhere. So that's no good. All right, so far, just bear with me one moment. Nope, we don't have any opportunities in here. Okay, so as it stands, only opportunity that I've found in this particular situation right here is what we discovered on the day in regards to the order block. So now let's go to the hour and let's see what we can find there. You know, anything to help us make more money. That's what we're on. So let's just have a look to see if there's anything here. Let's have a look. That's a bad one. Okay, so the only opportunity that I can see right now, and that is purely because I spotted this FEG in this area right here. Right, so I spotted this FEG in this area right here. And what this basically tells me is this, right? Okay, so it looks like market has opened up. Great. Okay, so what this is basically telling me is this, right? What I would be looking for, because I'm off the mindset, right? I am off the mindset that price is coming into 1.14567. I'm off the mindset that price is going to come into that zone, right? Come into that zone, into that order block zone, and then what it does after that, we will figure that part out. But whilst price is in the process of wanting to do that, I would need price to take out this low right here. I need a solid close below this order block in this area right here, okay? And that close is going to be at 1.15015. Once price closes below that level, I'm expecting price to come into this zone right here. So this is where I will set my TP. The gains that we'll be looking for, should what I said come to pass, is roughly around 441 pips. I'm pretty sure you're not going to be mad at that, right? So with that said, we've got the basics down. So let's go back to the 4 hour, because that's the best time to really look at everything on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop the volume profile on here. There's volume profile on here. And what this is going to do is going to let me know where everybody is. So as we can see, just under the point of control, which is currently sitting at 1.15360, we have a bunch of sellers in this area right here. So we have a bunch of sellers in this area hoping that price will come down to this zone, all right? There are passive buyers in this location as well. It makes sense to me as to why they are there. It makes a lot of sense to me as to why they are there, because why are they actually there? Why are all the passive buyers sitting in this location right here? It's because of the order block down here. So their targeting location, chances are their stop is below the liquidity down here. The stop is going to be down here somewhere, all right? And if price taps in and moves away, it's one of the easiest money they've made, okay? Most of us retail traders playing this game, where we will go wrong, okay, is if we try to enter market now with buys and have our stops down here, all right? This is where everything could go horribly wrong, because there is liquidity in this area right here. So these are things that we need to absolutely bear in mind to make sure that we do not make unnecessary mistakes in the market. So with that said and done, that's where I'm basically going to leave everything today, right? That's where I'm going to leave everything as it basically stands. These are the moves that I'll be looking for in EURUSD. It's relatively straightforward. Most of the work is based around you being patient, you waiting for the opportunity to present itself, and then once the opportunity does, then naturally you can tap in. And with that said and done, if you found the content useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, drop us a like, and I'll see you all on the next one.